this is Men's here, playing the Tier 7 Japanese medium tank, the Chi-Ri. And as you can see, for whatever reason, the other team has a Platoon 2 with KV 220s, but they included a Chi-Nu, which brings them up to Tier 7 for whatever reason. So for this map, I kind of like to focus on the northern side from this side, and from the south I would try to focus on the south first. My main goal is to try to get the enemy pinned on their side from the 2-line back, kill anyone on this side of the bridge, and then usually I don't continue pushing over the bridge, only because it can be very difficult. I would rather flank through the middle or come back through the south, through that G6 opening. But generally, I don't like pushing across the southern bridge, only because there's a lot of enemies there, usually. I would rather focus on stopping the enemy's main force from attacking our flag, and then figuring out where I want to go after that. That nice HD model for the M4. How I hate you for lowering my FPS. Okay, so there's a Churchill coming over. He's still flirting with pushing over. But that went pretty well. We lost one tank. I don't know where we lost them at, but we were able to take out their advancing force. So I'm gonna leave the north to all these people. We don't have many people in the south, so I'm gonna flex back and help them out. I'm gonna cover the middle and probably get a few shots on this M4 here if I'm lucky. But for this map, almost always the enemy pushes against the north, and it's always easier to stop them there and then come back and worry about the southern part. And even though the middle of the map is swamp, you can still kind of use your momentum to get through it pretty easily. Yeah. Now the Chi-Ri with this little 3-round autoloader is really the best of both worlds. You have a decent amount of alpha with all 3 shots, and missing a shot doesn't exactly kill you like a high alpha gun would. And the reload time in between drum isn't that bad, so you don't have that negative that a lot of autoloaders do. Now, I could head up on the right here, but we have 3 tanks advancing and then 3 more over there. So I'm going to stick on this side, even though I might not get as much damage in as I would like, but it'll help in the match quicker and a little bit more safer. And I tried to track him. See if I can't bait him over. Just waiting for a little bit of backup. And for whatever reason, the T-49 don't want to move up. And let's just have another person dive on in there. of course Artie hit me. I don't know why Artie would be aiming there, but I guess he wanted to wait for me to pop back out. But doesn't always work. For whatever reason, the enemy decided to sit in that little cubby hole, and even though the rest of their team was dying, they didn't really move out. But that's why going in with the strategy of killing the main force moving across the north is best, only because those are usually the more aggressive people, and the people who set up here in the south won't exactly push across the bridge or through the middle as fast, so it gives you a little bit more time to just take out their main force in the beginning and then worry about the rest of them and huddled up in the south. So, not the best match individually for me, just over 1,000 damage, and didn't really block much damage. I more or less just soaked it up. And didn't make a huge profit, only because I didn't dish out a lot of damage, and I think I switched to the premium AP for, I think, at least one drum, only because that KV 220 armor is pretty tough if I couldn't hit his turret. But in the end, the Chivri is a pretty fun tank to play. It's not for everyone, only because it's large and doesn't have a lot of armor, but it is a fun tank to play, and it performs decently. It doesn't perform like a overpowered tank, but in no way is it a bad tank. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my website, wotguru.com.